Hi everybody. Let's look at the word tribulation and see whether there's a pre-tribulation rapture in the Bible or a pre-tribulation gathering up in the clouds, which there isn't. So let's have a look at, by definition of the word tribulation, a cause of great trouble or suffering, problems, troubles, difficulties, misfortunes, strains, trials, tribulations, worries, anxieties, concerns, pain, suffering, hardship, misery, woe, affliction, distress, disquiet, and trouble, worry, anxiety, burden, affliction, ordeal, trial, adversity, hardship, tragedy, trauma, reverse, setback, a blow, difficulty, problem, issue, misfortune, bad luck, stroke of bad luck, ill fortune, mishap, misadventure, suffering, distress, misery, wretchedness, unhappiness, sadness, headache, woe, grief, pain, anguish, agony, hassle, and travails. Perfect description of the days, the times that we live in. Now, when you look at the Daniel days, if you're a real studier of the Word of God, the King James Bible, and you go looking for the answers, you'll find the answers in this book. This book explains everything. As you read it, as you can read it yourself, this book explains everything. So the word tribulation and the days of tribulation can be attributed to one verse that all scholars get their doctrine and theology from. Daniel 9:27. For he shall confirm a covenant with many for 1 week, and in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and oblation to cease. So on, so on, so on. Daniel 9:27. In the midst of the week, covenant made with many for 1 week. Nobody ever knew how that was going to unfold. All you could do is best guess it. And now that it has happened, it happened in 2009. Obama received the Nobel Peace Prize. That started the covenant made with many week, as beginning on the 9th of October 2009. And all of those words, all of those definitions of tribulation, that's what we've been in. That's what mankind has been in ever since we came about from the Garden of Eden. Tribulation, trouble, problems, difficulties, misfortunes, hardship, all of those things. That is the definition of tribulation. Tribulation, by definition, is not the wrath of God. The wrath of God, the trumpet judgments and the vial judgments, is not tribulation. It is tribulation, but it's not the word tribulation. So let's have a look at the scriptures. In the Bible, in the King James Bible, there are 21 references to the word tribulation. And I'm going to read them all to make a point here. 21. And this clearly talks about, well, this answers everything, okay? This answers itself. Right, Matthew, the first verse ever in the Gospels, in the New Testament, that mentions the word tribulation. Matthew chapter 13, verse 21. Yet hath he not root in himself, but endureth for a while. So I'll read it off other than that. Yet hath he not root in himself, but endureth for a while. For when tribulation or persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended. Wow. So when the truth of the word of God is spoken, persecution arises because of the word, and by he is offended. People are offended by the word of God. Matthew chapter 21, verse 24, verse 21. For then there shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So, great tribulation, right? A time of tribulation that is greater than the normal tribulation, right? What could be possibly normal than just the reading of the word tribulation? What could be greater than that? That is the wrath of God, obviously. Matthew 24 verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation, see, the scriptures are clear and they tell you when the rapture occurs, the gathering up, the being delivered up into the clouds to escape all of these things, to escape the wrath to come. Immediately after the tribulation of those days. And those days are broken down in Daniel. Daniel 9:27, Daniel 12:11, and Daniel 12:12 are the tribulation of those days. That's the major time frame of those verses of that tribulation, and 7 other verses. And I'll just give you the references to them here now so that I show people I know what I'm talking about. Daniel 12:7. This is overtime, 3.5 years outside of that covenant made with many week. And that's how it's always been read in the scriptures. That's always how it's been there in the scriptures. Daniel 12:7, Daniel 7:25, Revelation 1, Revelation 11 verse 2, Revelation 11 verse 3, Revelation 12 verse 6, Revelation 12 verse 14, Revelation 13:5. They all stand alone. 3.5 years, 42 months, 1260 days. On top of the covenant made with many week. So I'm going to have to start this video again. And that's just my intro, part 1. Thanks for listening.